What is up, my jewels? It's the fabrications and the lies for me. I'm going to see you guys on the other side of this countdown with my intro to expose a little bit more about it. Uh, all right. And I am here in the courtyard. Welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for dropping in. Okay. So, as you guys already know, this is about that chump. Which chump? Talk about Donald Trump. Okay. Just more lies. I often hear the phrase coming from people when they're talking about a liar. They say every time I turn around, this person is lying. Well, I want to make this point. Donald Trump is the type of liar that he'll lie to you, and before you get a chance to turn around, he's already double downing on his lying or telling a second or a third lie. Okay, so that's how it works with this man. So he recently had an interview, if that's what you want to call it, on Fox News. And by the way, they've lost billions of dollars getting sued for the lies that they told about the election, the false lies they put out about a stolen election. I already lost $1 billion. So it's not. It wasn't a real interview. They're just pretty much advancing his lies, but it centers on his 34 felonies, and so like we're not even counting the fact that he was a failed one-term president, that he was impeached twice, and that he already had over 90 indictments. But we're talking about these 34 felonies, and also the karma, like the public sentiment for those people who are not like cult members of MAGA, who feel like karma has really like come to meet him or whatever. Let me look towards the what is up? Let me highlight this. This is my girl. What's up? Long time no see, Philly. T, thanks so much for dropping courtyard. That's my mind. Yeah. So they feel like karma has reached him. And so they asked him about the phrases that he has put out, or the statements that he had put out about locking certain people up. And this man just blatantly lies, and say that he never even said it. He even threw his own people, he threw his own supporters under the bus and said, no, they were saying that. And he suggests that he never said it. I mean, this is all a lie, but take a look at this. I just have a small little bit. Let me put my thing up, my banner. There you go. okay, to protect these little clips because they're not from me and I haven't gotten permission. Okay, so let's get it. Let's watch this. I mean, if again, if you want to call it an interview, you can do that, but you'll be loosely calling it that. Okay, because they don't challenge this man at no point. You know, all his inconsistencies they don't challenge. But here goes. And they knew he was lying, but they lie just like he do. They follow suit. Let's get it.
They all said lock her up, and I felt, and I could have done it, but I felt it would have been a terrible thing. And then this happened to me. And so I may feel differently about it. Hillary Clinton, I didn't say lock her up, but the people would all say lock her up, lock her up. Okay, then we won. And I said pretty openly, I say, all right, come on, just relax, let's go. We got to make our country great.
You know, and the reason he put it like that, he talking about, and I could have did it, talking about with Hillary that he could have arrested her. Actually, legally, he could not. You know, especially if it was under the same conditions that his trial took place. You know, because a jury found him guilty. Remember at the end when he was crying and whining and whimpering and saying that the judge was unfair. Hey, the verdict wasn't passed down by the judge. Like a jury of his peers found him guilty on 34 counts. I mean, that's a fact. Those are the facts. You know, for any people who regard facts, if facts are still important, they are to me. Also, another big lie on this part is that the Democrats did it, and he's pointing towards Biden, but Biden didn't even have any jurisdiction over this trial that we seen take place. So we got to see him denying it and throwing his own supporters, his cult members from MAGA under the bus and saying that they said it. But here's the proof that he actually said this
Hillary
shit.
Clinton
And
has to
they
go
just
to jail, okay? She has to go to jail. She's crooked as a $3 bill. Lock her up is right. For what she's done, they should lock her up. She's just very short. Crooked Hillary, wait. Crooked, you should lock her up, I'll tell you. You should lock them up. Lock up the Bidens. Lock up Hillary.
Yeah, so all of that lock them up, lock him up, lock her up rhetoric, it started with them, of course. You know, it starts at the head. He began saying it, and they just simply been repeating after him. But let him tell it. Everyone who he's against and who he doesn't like, he always try to suggest that they're doing something illegal. He did the very same thing with Obama, you know, by pretending that Obama was like some illegal person in this country, when in fact he was a citizen, you know. And it doesn't matter if he was born in Hawaii. Like, we're talking about American territory. Let me look towards the comments to see if there's any difference. Okay, I don't want to ignore my mod at all. Let's see. Did you hear MAGA is going to try to start a civil war? No, I didn't hear that, but I pretty much would gather that because that's exactly what they tried to do January the 6th, you know, and they're just going to be relocked up. But I hope this country is smarter or acts in a much smarter way this go round, like if they ever try to do this than they did January the 6th, because the way they dragged their feet when they already had prior knowledge about what was going to occur and they were watching them, the way they got police killed. This country got police killed, not just the MAG, you know, the way they held these people hands and shit. They were helping the rioters down the steps, you know, and they were trying to overthrow the government. This was like their attempt at a coup. You know, it was a sad attempt, but still, people were injured. Many people were injured, and police were killed that day. That's the part that people forget. I'll never forget this shit. But I'm not gonna take a whole bunch of time of you guys. You know how people react to politics and shit like that. But I just want to tell you guys to keep your eyes open, and also don't allow Donald Trump, to make a liar out of you. What do I mean by that? Well, it's people that's kind of repeating and parroting sentiments. And it's okay. Like, look, I just want you to vote. If you're gonna go out and vote for him, go out and vote for him. But don't allow him to make a fool out of you, and don't allow him to make a liar out of you just because he's a liar. And what do I mean by that? Is people like around that's actually repeating things like, well, I would much rather go with the guy who tells us who he is. And like suggesting almost like he's honest. And but he never tells who he is. Never. So they say, well, Trump tells us who he is. It's Biden that keeps secrets. No, if anything, they're both keeping secrets if that's what you are prepped to believe or whatever. But nah, like Trump never tells you who he is, because if he did, he wouldn't be caught in such frequent lies. Like before, when he was halfway through his first term, he's a failed president because he only did one term. The majority of presidents always get reelected. But when he was halfway through, he already broke the records for being the president that speaks the most lies. You know, and so don't allow him to make a lie out of you by parroting like any false statements like that and suggesting that he tells you who he is. If he did, he would tell you that he's a white supremacist, and he have not told you that. Oh yeah, and keep in mind, you guys, that every time that you see him or hear him repeat the slogan America first, keep in mind history and where that comes from. That originates with the KKK, guys. But I'm not going to keep you long. Like I said, this is going to be a brief live. I'm glad you guys stopped into the courtyard. Please like the video, share it, because it's very helpful to me. And please subscribe to the channel if you aren't subscribed. And I am on my way out of here. But again, that slogan actually originates with the KKK. You don't think he knows that? But do you think this person that you guys pretend are so transparent and so himself is going to tell you that? Stop playing. Stop playing in my face. But I'm out here. I'm out of here. Let me here I am. All right, goodbye, you guys. Thanks so much for dropping in the courtyard. Let me go and look over. Hey, what's up, Lady Sparkle? Thanks so much for dropping in. Appreciate you too. You could be anywhere. Thank you so much. All right, bye.